KATE, аплодисменти за нея!
Is it on? Yeah. Hi. I'm sorry, I'm a little bit nervous, you know. I mean, well, I'm sorry. Let me collect myself, okay? Oh, good. Okay, hi everybody. My name is Kate, and what you might have witnessed was a way to portray your character through roleplay. Maybe I will take off my tooth because I probably it wouldn't be really good. So bear with me a minute. Okay. Hello again, and because we started a little bit later, let's hop right into the cosplay, into the roleplay presentation. I'm gonna open it on my phone so I don't have to turn around all the time. So, okay. All right, I think we can jump to the next slide. Thank you so much. I just wanted to say something about myself, so you know that I might be a little bit qualified to give you some advices. I've been doing acting for a long time, like since I was little, and now I am studying at the university in Prague, acting, and I've been cosplaying since 2015, and I also have some achievements in the cosplay field, the biggest one being third place at UCG this year. Okay, we can go to the next slide, please, because I want to show you some videos, and we don't have that much time, so we just go fastly through it. First, what even is a roleplay? I think you guys know what roleplay is, and roleplay can have many faces. It can be, if we're talking about cosplay roleplay, you can use it like on photos, on videos, on conventions and stuff like that. I have to say that everybody has a talent for acting, even if they don't know it. Because we act every day. We don't do it necessarily like because we would know about it. But if you are trying to mimic someone, or if you are trying to get accepted into some community, so you are modifying your behavior to fit more into the circle of the people, you are acting. Even if you don't know it, but you're acting. Okay, another part is dramatical elements in prehistoric times. Only short sentence. Yes, we have a dramatical elements in like Ice Age and stuff like that. We can't really say it's a theater, but we have masks, we have costumes that archaeologists found. So because mask in a costume is already a dramatical element, so we can say that drama has a really long tradition. Mimesis is our nature. Mimesis is something you use when you mimic someone. So to act like somebody else, it's like mimic their way of thinking, their way of movements, their way of speaking, and it's our nature. Because as I said before, when we want to fit into a circle of people, we tend to mimic the behavior of most of the people in the circle we want to join. And the difference between like normal people and actors, it sounds like actors are not normal people, but you get me. It's in the need of showing yourself to the world. So actors tend to like, hey, I'm here, look at me, hello. That's what actors do, hi. And normal people just use mimesis and mimicking for their everyday lives. Okay, we can jump to the next slide, please, thank you. Character build-up. When you have a character that you are cosplaying and you want to take a look at the role play, you first would need your character clearly. You have to see the character clearly in your head. Like, how does the character behave? what exactly is the character? Who is my character? Who is the character that I want to cosplay? And what would help you while building the character is a character resume. Yeah, you can maybe think about it, or you can write it on a piece of paper. You can write like when and where did the character was born, and like what shaped him through his life to be who they are now, because it would really help you portray the character. What are my character's motivations? What are their goals? What are their desire, and what is their past? These questions you should ask yourself before doing the roleplay on your own, because these are the questions that drive your character, and it's what makes the character essential and like complex. So yeah, and another thing is make it big. You think about these questions that I told you about like 10 seconds ago, and then you just make it bigger. So for example, I will get to the examples, so I just skip on the makeup details, because yeah, you sometimes cosplay characters that you don't know nothing about it, and even, for example, if it's a fighting game and there's no story, so you don't really know a lot about the character from the lore, don't be afraid to make something up. Like if the character looks tough, but you don't know if he actually is and if he actually like behaves that way, just say it does. Just make stuff up to have like the character resemblance, even though it's not true to the lore. But you know, most of the times is best if you stay true to the lore. But sometimes you don't have the lore, so you have to improvise. Okay, we can skip to the next slide, please, and to the. I think yeah, we have the examples. I hope you know some of these people. I try to pick something that is known. So, for example, if we take Loki, Loki is it's a difficult character because he's changing throughout his whole character build-up. But if we say Loki in Avengers, for example, he thinks he is superior to humans. He thinks he is better than them, and he thinks he should rule them. So if you take this personality trait and make it bigger, so you cosplaying Loki and you're going on the convention and you're looking up, like you have your head held high and you're looking down on people. So that's like one thing you can incorporate to your roleplay. Then we have Zhongli, and Zhongli is broadcast, so we all know. But for example, a cute thing to do is when you're cosplaying Zhongli and you have a lot of cosplayers from Genshin Impact. Genshin Impact cosplayers, are you here? Yeah! Okay, so if you have Zhongli and a bunch of other characters, you can go to the merchants and you can be like, I really like that, I want this one. And then the cashier tells you the price, and you can be like, where is my wallet? Child, are you here? So, you know, you can like interact with each other and make a really good story out of it. Then we have Erika, and I just wanted to say that Erika is a princess from Disney, Barbie movie, but it tends to get really musically, so if you just can randomly burst into singing, that's all that you need. And then we have Sans. He is like laid-back character and really light-weighted, but when you take a look at him and when he's about to do something serious, you see that he is really deadly serious, and he can be really cool character. So that's a good thing to have a contrast in your character between something. So between the laid-back and like joking part of him to the deadly serious one, like, hey, the fun is over and you're gonna have a bad time. Okay, we can probably skip to the next slide, please. Yes. Okay, what can you use that you already have to portray the character? So, you can use several things. For example, voice. So, I've listed an example as a Geralt from The Witcher and Chi-Chi from Genshin Impact. if you think about the two characters, how they, like, what is their voice? Like, Geralt is really low. I can't really mimic it because I'm a girl, so I can't really do like the low voice. No, I can't. But when you have Chi-Chi, she doesn't really have that high voice, but she has like a gentle rasp to it, so it's probably something like a, wait, let me try. I am Chi-Chi. Chi-Chi is a zombie, and she forgot what comes next. So it's like a raspy kind of on the whisper spectrum. Then we have a way of speech. If we take Geralt again, because his way of speech is really typical because he only grunts and swears a lot, and he doesn't really say much. But on the other hand, we have Alistair, who speaks really excitedly, and because he died in like I think 1930s. Correct me if I'm wrong. So he uses a lot of words from that time period. So like he uses a darling a lot, and he like just talks in a different way. Then catchphrases. Okay, Evelyn from League of Legends. You all know their catchphrases. Yeah, I like when I make them scream and stuff like that. And Isabella from Phineas and Ferb, like, "Hi Phineas, what you doing?" You know that. So that's like typical phrases for the characters that you can use to be more in the character. Then movements. Movements are also really typical and really crucial for portraying a character. For example, if you imagine Jack Sparrow, he like walks and like wobbles like he's old, like he's drunk all the time. And for example, again, Evelyn, she would carry herself like the queen she is. So that's a really big difference between the two characters. And then we have pose. For example, Elle from Death Note, he wouldn't sit like I'm sitting right now. You know how he sits? He like crouches on the chair and like do it like this and blah blah. So he's like really special way of sitting. Yes. And for example, Monica from Doki Doki, she's like puffing her chest out and she's like doing the anime girl poses. So that's a totally different character, like how they carry themselves. That's really important. Okay, we can jump next. Thank you. When to roleplay? This is a really crucial question because it can be a double-edged sword. Is it good to roleplay all of the time? Well, it depends on your character, because if, for example, you were cosplaying Evelyn from League of Legends and some little girl sees you and like, oh, she looks cool, I want to take a picture with you. And you come to the girl and say like, I want to tear off your skin. That's probably not gonna make the cut. So, what is the general rule? I think, in my opinion, is you should roleplay if you want to. You should roleplay when you are sure that the people around you know it's a game and know it's an act. It's good if they know the character as well, so they understand the roleplay. But they should always know it's a game and it's not you just being silly or yeah, you know, you get it. Oh yes. React to other cosplays from the fandom, because yeah, you are sure then that the cosplayers would know you because they are cosplaying from the same fandom. So if you're cosplaying from Genshin Impact, you can react to other cosplayers in Genshin Impact the way your character would react to their characters. And or you cosplaying, for example, Vi from Arcane, and you see a cosplayer of Caitlyn. So you just call her Cupcake, and it's gonna make her blush. Okay, we can jump next, please, and I'm just going to sip. Okay, roleplay types. Well, as I said earlier, we have many roleplay types. In general, we have film or movie and theater. They are two different genres because when you are when you are in a movie, for example, when you are an actor and you're in a movie, you are not supposed to act at all. You are supposed to be the character. And if you are on the theater, on the stage, you are supposed to overact most of the time. Because even if we have like realism and naturalism and these things that make it look that it's really not a theatrical act but a reality, always when you are on the stage, you are enhancing your movements and you are enhancing your pronunciation so everybody would understand. So it's not realistic because you're opening your mouth like more than you would in a normal conversation, and you're exaggerating the movement so even the people at the back would see them. Do you see me when I wave the hand? Can you wave me back? Yes! Thank you so much. Okay, you see. But if I do it like this, you would probably like, yeah, I see the guys in the first rows, they can make. All right. And cosplay-wise, we have cosplay skits. That's what you've seen yesterday and what you will see today at the cosplay competition. And it's mostly like theater. So I would like exaggerate every movement, exaggerate everything, just make it pop and make it big so everybody could see it. Then we have socials, and that means photos and videos on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, stuff like that, YouTube even. And that is a whole nother area of role-playing because that depends. And again, it's a double-edged sword because when you are cosplaying, it depends on what character are you cosplaying, and if you're cosplaying something from television or movies, the characters are not that enhanced and not that pronounced as, for example, characters from anime or animated series or like Disney movies and stuff like that. But I would advise you, again, if you're doing, for example, a TikTok video or reels on Instagram, I would advise you to exaggerate the movements and exaggerate everything, like make it big so the audience is captivated by it. I think the rules are the same as for the theatrical performance, most of the time. Okay, if you are cosplaying, I don't know, Chloe from Lucifer, you wouldn't probably do like animated gestures and stuff like that, but if you're cosplaying Chloe from Miraculous, you would, because she's an animated character and she has like a really typical movement and really strict character, so you would use it for that. Cons, yeah, conventions, that's up to you, but be sure that everybody around you understands that it's a roleplay. If you're doing something not real, like if you're doing something that is not considered normal behavior, it's good to for the people to understand that it's only an act. Okay, we can jump to the next slide, please. Yeah, that's us on the cosplay competition. I just wanted to include this because I wanted to tell you a quick story about our prejudging, but I'll get to that later. Cosplay competition. Roleplay is a big part of a cosplay competition. And if we're talking about roleplay like in general or the performance, it's really important to think about that before going to the cosplay competition. Okay, roleplay on the stage. Yes, 100%. Roleplay on prejudging, big question mark. It's some judges are for it, some judges are against it, and I think the golden road would be to come to the prejudging as the character, then skip, because we need to know something about the costume you made, and if you would play the character the whole time, you wouldn't get anything. And maybe when you are when we are leaving the room, you can also again jump into the character and do something that the character would do, and it's just a little nice touch. And for example, for me, it's really like a points up. Like I really like this. Okay, and this little story is we were on the prejudging on ECG, and because we were cosplaying the princesses. And one of them, the blue one, the Erica, is actually, how do you say it? A seamstress, yes. And she sews the dresses. And when they asked us Like, how did we make the dresses? I spontaneously like burst singing about the dresses, but only like for a few seconds. Then I stopped it. Like, yeah, that was that was the showcase of the role play. Now we get to the real part, and they liked it. Okay, we can jump next, please. Okay, cosplay competition skit. These are like the performances that you see on the cosplay competitions are really difficult to build because the time limit is really small. And when you are cosplaying as a solo, it's, oh my god, it's really difficult, and I'm like bowing before, like in front of everyone who did this, because this is really, really, really difficult job to do and execute well, because you have, I don't know, a minute and a half or so, and you are supposed to fit a story inside or something that is going to be really original, and the people are going to be captivated, and how are you supposed to do it? Well, that's where the groups have an advantage, because they can interact. They can interact between each other, so the story building is much more easier. I'd say a point is a really, really good thing to have. So it has to have like a beginning or an ending. It just has to make sense. It's please just don't go like burst, like you come here and you do something like that doesn't make sense, and you just start, I don't know, doing one thing, then jump to the other without anything like connecting to things. It's, yeah, you should really think about that. Oh yes, make it a show. Use as many skills as you have. If you can sing, do the audio. If you can dance, dance. If you can, I don't know, for example, I juggled in one performance, so if you can juggle. Or if you, I don't know, like use everything you can. If you can do acrobatics, pick a character that can do acrobatics and show us, because that's like amazing. Also, area usage. This stage is really big. Now, because I have a presentation, I'm sitting in the center, but if you are to captivate an audience in 1 minute, you probably shouldn't be at one point. If maybe like if the character is supposed to stand still on one point, yes, but most of the characters will like run around the stage and like jump, something, dance, go from one place to another, and try to use as much of the stage as you can. And audio, you can use some audio from games or the media that you are cosplaying from, or you can do your own audio, or you can do an existing music. There's like, it's limitless. So, but I would advise you to maybe try and do your own audio, because it's, for us judges, we always give more points if you actually do the audio by yourself. So yeah, and you can use like Audacity for it. You don't need like really expensive programs for audio editing, and most of the video editing programs, they have the audio editing software or like tools inside them. So yeah, it's not that hard, and it pays off. Okay, we can jump, please. Oh, darn. Okay, my tips. Yes, I'm going to give you guys some tips that for me personally are really important. For me, better is always to overact than underact, if I can say it like that. I don't know, but I guess you understand. So, like, make your movements, make your lip sync big, like, because then the energy that we are seeing from the audience is always bigger, and it's really nice to have somebody who enjoys what they do and who like doesn't like isn't really afraid to show it. So if you, for example, are waving in your spot and you're doing, I don't know, it depends on the character that you're cosplaying, but for example, if I would be an anime girl and I would wave and I would like wave, that's cool, but if you wave like this, it's gonna be way cooler. So yeah, like make everything big if the character is supposed to be that. Like if you, I don't know, if you're cosplaying a shy character and it's like only like this, it's harder to make a scene pop up, to make the performance pop up. Okay, yeah, try to get rid of the stage fright. I know it sounds easy to say, but believe me, I have been on the stage for so many times in my life and I still get stage fright. It's totally normal thing. and it only gets less when you're practicing by going on the stage. So the real practice is actually like attending the competitions and actually trying it out. And it's not that bad, it's actually really cool. And you know, like stage fright isn't really bad because most of the people are doing better job under stress. So it's not that bad. And take your time to prepare, yes. Take your time to prepare the role play. If you spend so many hours on the cosplay that you made, please spend a few more on the role play of studying the character and practicing the movements. You can practice in front of a mirror, or you can just like put a phone down and film yourself doing. I know it sounds weird and most of the people don't like it, but it will help you to see what looks good, what doesn't, and what fits your character more. So yes, this is my advice. And enjoy. This is the best advice that I can give you. It has to captivate you for the audience to be captivated. So yes. Yeah, I think we can skip to the next slide, and that's questions. But before we have questions, I would like to show you some videos how roleplay can look. And I want to show you one because today on the stage there will be a cosplay competition of groups, and you will see Doki Doki Literature Club here. So I wanted you to see how is the difference when you are acting on the stage and what is the difference when you are acting it on the screen, because the difference is there. So I can ask for the video Doki Doki. Yes, thank you so much. So please enjoy. I'm so glad that you're joining the literature club.
Hey, I never agreed to join.
Oh wow, so you're a good friend. He's our club's newest member.
That's not set in stone.
This is Monica, Yuri, and that's Yuki. And you're in the meeting. Welcome to a meeting. Are you reading? You need to be employed. We'll improve your uptake and freaking happy and must you bring the boy. Time for it to focus, don't just get a show. Festival days away. You can have it taking or we're done making, and I will home alone today. Meet your friends, maybe more. How to be on some girl next around just another time he's looking for. Hey, so you're doing okay. I'm having a difficult day, I'd say.
this time? I think it is.
Why don't you join us? I was just getting Natsuki here into my favorite horror novel. Hey, it's not like I like him or anything.
So, are you walking home with anyone after this?
Just my friend, Shiokaze.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, you can skip the credits, they are really long, and if you want to see it, look at the channel, what am I even doing here? But they are really long, so you can you can end it. Okay, now, again, we have some more videos here. We've shown you with Terry, we've shown you one yesterday, and now I would probably go for, let me think. Okay, let's do it like this. I was telling you about the movie acting and about the cosplays. If you have it from a movie, from a realistic movie, if you would act the characters or not. And we have actually one shorter video from a fandom from Peter Pan, from the real movie 2003. And since it's a realistic film, the acting is leaning more towards the realistic side. So if we can play Peter Pan, please. So what is the video that we have there? Maybe I just thought I've downloaded, but I didn't. So what is there? Oh, Genshin. Okay, this is not a cosplay video. It was just me trying out some voices, and I wanted to play it for you, so you could like see how you can adjust your voice and manner of speech to fit more to the characters. Please don't take it too strictly. It's really just a tryout, but I wanted to show you guys how can you try and how can you practice your voices for the characters. So if we can play Genshin, we can play Genshin, please.
Hi, darling. Are you going to be Elisa's little helper? What? Me? A grand mage? That was a long time ago. I'm just a humble librarian now. I am Chichi. I am a zombie. And I forgot what comes next. My name is Noelle, maid of the Knights of Favonius, and it's my pleasure to be joining you on your adventure today. Sure, I'll play you another tune, but it'll cost you an apple. There once was a ship that took the sea. The name of the ship was the Billy of Tea.
I'm so sorry. I forgot about that. Okay, so this is like a way that you can practice your voices for the character that you are doing. Actually, it's a good way to record it and then to listen to it afterwards. And then you try it again and you try it again until you're satisfied and you can do your characters. So, may I ask you, do we have more videos there? Oh, Ladybug! Are there any fans of Miraculous, Cat Noir, and Ladybug? Oh, I see you. Yes. Okay. We can do a Ladybug. It's a video. It's the show that I was talking about. So it's something that we wanted to incorporate. Something we are not. Oh, sorry. Okay, it's going on.
Tell me something, girl. Are you happy in this modern world? Nothing else you're searching for. I won't fall in all the good times I find myself longing for change. And in the bad times I feel myself
Driving.
Tell me something, boy. Aren't you tired of trying to fill that void? Or do you need more? Is it hard keeping it so hardcore? I'm falling. In all the good times I find myself for change. And in the bad times I feel myself. I'm on the deep end, waters I dive in. I'll never leave the ground. Crash through the surface where they can't hurt us. We're far from the shallow now. In the shallow, in the shallow, in the shallow, we're far from the shallow now.
Okay, thank you. So this, what you just saw, yeah, we can skip the credits. It's on the verge of like more cosplay music video slash a story-based video, but yeah, you can play with colors, you can do stuff like that. Like yeah, we already had the panel yesterday, so I'm not going to go do that in deep. But I think it's the time for questions.
Yes.
We have like 10 minutes or so, so if you guys have any questions, you can ask me.
We already have people with a lot of questions.
Okay, thank you.
So, на английский или на български беше? Или English?
Hello, if you don't remember me.
I do remember you.
So I have a question about roleplays. Which roleplay do you like the most, and which was your favorite?
Well, this is a difficult question, but I really enjoyed role-playing as Alistair from Has-Been Hotel. Because it was just really good. Because when people came to me, I was like, and was like, oh, can I have a picture? I'm like, yes, but you have to sign me this sign. And I had like yeah, I condemned my soul to hell and stuff like that. And so they were signing it, and I was like, yeah, thank you so much. So I really enjoyed that. And well, I'm thinking like most of the characters I had like a specific role play. For example, Evelyn, she's like the mommy type, so that was really fun to do. And I'm wearing Alphys right now, and I really like it so far. So to act like the shy girl and stuff, not now, but like in between panels and stuff. And yeah, I usually cosplay characters that I like the character, like the characteristics and what makes the character themselves. So thank you so much for the question.
All right. Another question, but it's from her. She'll tell it.
Okay.
Well, my friend has a question here, and she's asking, what was the first roleplay that you did, and who was the character?
Okay, yes, I have to think. I tried to role play when I started cosplaying, but that was not really good. And I think it started with Levi from Attack on Titan, I guess, because we were with Terry, we were cosplaying Levi and Aaron, and I just was really enjoying just being the character that he is, strict and hey, nothing's gonna bother me because so I really enjoyed that, so I guess Levi.
Okay, well, other questions? Yeah, all right.
When you're cosplaying at home and someone knocked on the door, what did?
Oh, okay. Well, this is, I usually get someone else to open the door, so I don't have to go there in the cosplay. But when I have to, well, I don't think I've experienced this anytime, but we have one video, but I don't think we have the time, so if you just look at Kate Tyler cosplay on YouTube, I cosplayed Candace from Phineas and Ferb and was doing the dance like squirrels in my pants. And I was doing it in the garden, and next door lives a couple, and they saw me, and I was like, okay, wait, I'm gonna show you what I was doing. I was doing like this, and they were like, oh my god, and I'm like, no, please. I didn't know that they saw me, so yeah, that's something. I hope I answered your question, and thank you.
Yeah. Well, one last quick question. He was there.
I just want to ask you two things, but first of all, you look beautiful, by the way.
Oh, thank you so much.
I like your wig.
Thank you.
The first thing is, when I saw the last character from Genshin Impact, did you really say sea shanty?
Did I really what?
Did you already sing sea shanty?
Oh, I haven't played Genshin Impact in 2 months now because of the preparations for cosplay competition on ECG and stuff. So I'm not up to date. So I haven't seen it.
And the next thing, do you have any future cosplay? Do you have anything going on?
A cosplay plans? Oh yes, I actually do. I want to cosplay a few characters from Undertale. I want to cosplay Jack Sparrow, for example, but that's a big dream. And I want to cosplay Fiona from Shrek and stuff like that. I have a lot of cosplay dreams. Thank you.
All right, so that was the last question.
Yes, so thank you so much for having me. And if anyone had any questions, you can just go to my booth. Thank you so much.
Applaudissementi za Kate. Сега